Yeah.
Bullshit.
What is that? Oh,
Whoa.
YouTubes.
It's a
We're
good
live.
way to start.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, we don't have to start this right now. I guess we can.
Fucking, I don't know. Doesn't matter.
So you're going to the first Friday then?
Yeah, I'm going on First Friday
That'd be awesome.
on Friday. Like literally right after Alcatraz. Going to Alcatraz.
Are you doing that this time?
Yeah, and then running over to IGN.
Yeah.
say hello to my friends.
And you don't got friends.
I have like 2.
I'll say hello to
I'm kidding.
Blessing.
I will say hello to your friends. I'll be like, yo, IGN, hire Max. Bye.
Yeah.
you know that kid that wrote the walkthrough for Witcher 3? Hire him.
Hire him.
You wrote
He
the
did some-
entire walkthrough for that game?
Yeah, the story walkthrough.
Did you really?
Really?
Holy crap! That's like a
Damn, dude.
bajillion-hour game.
I did
So,
use
that I will
I
never
used-
finish.
I did
I
use
used
your
your-
walkthrough for Zelda. I know that for sure.
I didn't do the.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did.
I thought you were working on Zelda.
I did work on Zelda. I didn't do the story stuff in
Oh,
the Zelda
no.
guide.
Yeah, but I did other
Here,
things.
did you do? What did you do?
I
Tell us what you did.
did. I think like the first 100 Korok seeds. I
It
did
doesn't matter what you did. Hi, welcome to the Model Citizen Show. I am your host, That Mario, for starting this shit loud. With me today, I have the most beautiful man in the world with his Let It Die shirt, Logan Moore.
Hi, that is what is on my shirt. I've
I
never
have-
actually played this game though, so that's kind of weird.
After that, we have a guy who has a wiener dog on his shirt. Clearly, it is a Portillo shirt. Michael Reese.
I have a Let It Die shirt too.
Do you? Am I the
Yeah.
only one without a Let It Die shirt?
No.
No,
The other person without a Let It Die shirt, Max Roberts.
My Let It Die shirt is in my hamper.
you don't have one of those.
Yeah, you stop. You stop.
You didn't
Stop
go to
what?
PSX with us. We both bought them
Yeah.
from
Saying
the
I can't
kind
buy.
folks at
You
Gung
saying I
Ho.
can't buy a shirt that says "Let It Die" on it?
No,
Absolutely.
you could, but it wouldn't be this one.
No, I'm saying
I didn't say it was that shirt. I said it was a "Let It Die" shirt.
Well, as that conversation has died, we are the Model Citizens. You can, all of our stuff is on the modelcitizensmedia.com website. We have multiple podcasts there. This particular podcast, we talk about any random thing, like our dumb T-shirts. That's how we are.
Let It Die. I saw a commercial for that game.
And
saw a commercial for the game.
Yeah, like on
wait,
AMC.
on television?
Yeah, AMC during Walking Dead. So it was like a few weeks ago.
A free-to-play game got a commercial?
Exactly. Sony's putting money behind it. And then I've been seeing.
There's no
I saw-
Sony. Sony shouldn't be involved with that. I don't think.
But it's on
No.
PlayStation, right?
Yeah, but Gung Ho's publishing, Grasshopper manufactured, developed it. So
I mean, I still see a commercial for it. It's got a PlayStation logo on it. I also
means
saw.
It's only
that-
on PlayStation,
I was gonna say
right?
that's the console it's on. So
I mean,
So
I
there
saw a
you go.
Farpoint commercial, too, last night.
that game's out next week. I want to play it.
My roommate's gonna buy it with the gun.
And that was your Millennial Gaming Speaking Minute.
That could be his new section. We've just created a new section.
MGSM.
Millennial MGSM. That sounds like what's the thing in
that-
food? MGS?
No,
Or
it's MSG.
MSG.
No, it's
Dyslexia.
BDSM. BDSM's in the food.
Good gravy.
Oh. Yeah, that would be really good gravy.
Now, finally, Max, you finally graduated, so we can stop talking about your graduation, right?
It's over. Yeah,
You
I'm
did it?
done. I
You're
walked
done?
across the stage.
God.
Well, technically, diploma still hasn't shown up. It
It
will
won't.
be
They hand
months.
you an empty box.
Yep, they handed me an
Said,
empty
Put your
thing.
hopes and dreams in there.
It wasn't a box. It was just like a little foldy pamphlet
Ugh.
thing.
Holy thing.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
they gave mine after I had to make a bunch of payments. So they basically held it hostage. Is that going to
Well-
be the same thing for you?
nope. I graduated debt free, so they should mail me mine.
Okay.
So
Well,
it should be here. Everything's passed. I'm still waiting for a grade. One class. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, even
Oh,
if
it's
I
like
get-
you graduated, but you don't know if you failed or you failed or passed.
Oh, like it's just my one project I'm waiting for. Let's actually see if she's put a grade in there for it. But everything else, everything.
Why would you? If I got a diploma, I don't think I'd ever log into my school website
Nah.
again.
I'd
I don't
burn all
have my diploma
books.
yet.
I'd just be like, bye. I
But
mean,
you
if I
don't have it
walked
yet.
or whatever, I'm going to graduate in the winter, which means I will get my diploma in the mail before I actually walk. So mine will be reverse.
Yeah,
It will
so it's
send
like-
it to my house, and because I don't, my school doesn't have commencement in the winter, so I will have to.
When would you
actually
walk then?
In the spring.
So you'd have to
So-
wait another 4 months just to walk?
Yeah. It's
but
just it's just a formality. I'll have be
Well, yeah,
graduated and have my degree, but it's more just like so my parents can sit in the crowd.
Well,
and
I mean,
cheer
yeah,
for me.
that's
that.
a huge reason why I walked, but still, that seems odd.
I mean, not really.
Odd that you have to wait to walk. Not odd that you'll get your diploma before.
Well, I mean, it
He's
makes
not
sense.
gonna-
Don't do it once a year, I guess.
Yeah, he's not gonna just have a ceremony just for Logan.
it could. I don't know.
I wish we all
I
had
mean-
a ceremony just for ourselves, just a ceremony.
That would be kind of cool. UCF, I get my alma mater. Now I can say that. They did 2 graduation ceremonies a day for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. One in the morning, one in the afternoon. My graduation was the largest with over 1,050 students.
Good grief.
So that was just one of the 6. So you can imagine how many they cranked out.
That's a lot of broken dreams.
I suppose. Yeah. That's certainly one way to put it. It was
Yeah.
and I got to go to 2 of them because Abby and I graduated during different ceremonies. So I got to go watch Abby graduate on Friday, and then I graduated Saturday.
That sounds really boring.
Yeah, that sounds
played-
awful.
I played a lot of Downwell on my phone. That was about it. Even when I was sitting there waiting to graduate, I was like, all right, I'll just play a game until my section moves.
Did you also take photos of you jumping into a pool? I saw that.
Oh, those were a couple days before because after the ceremony, we have to return our gown
Yeah.
immediately. So
Wait, what? You don't own
You
that?
don't get to keep it?
nope, I get to keep the cap, but not the gown.
Really?
Nope. Gown is returned
How much do you pay to rent the gown?
over 100 something.
That sounds
Oh,
ridiculous.
that's
That is
ridiculous.
That's really messed up,
You
dude.
you can't even
idiotic.
keep it.
That's
No.
highway robbery. Is what that
Oh,
is.
I mean that's just a part of college, is it not?
No, I mean,
Highway robbery.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, still, you
Uh,
should be able to keep the goddamn round they wrap you in.
You would think. I do have the cap and the tassel, and they're sitting
Yeah.
over in a drawer.
Are you one of those weirdos who like decorated it with some?
I was gonna say the same
stupid-
thing.
Who like with some stupid pun? Like,
Nope, mine's plain.
You
like
got that?
like
Mine's-
your favorite. I don't know. Some people choose like something they're really passionate about, and they'll like
No.
Better
no.
call Saul, or more like better call Max because I'm graduated now, and they'll like write that on their
That
cap.
honestly, I could see that being a cap. I could have seen that.
I think
no,
I
mine
saw
was
one that was
plain.
Game of Thrones and it said Game of Death. I was like, that's funny.
Game of Death. That's pretty good. Mine actually got wet.
That's a Bruce Lee movie, though.
Those
Giggity.
pictures
That is a
you're
Bruce Lee
talking
movie.
about. My cap fell in the. It's called the reflection pond at UCF.
Oh,
It fell in there. That's been a couple days drying out, but it's fine. It's just
I'm
sitting
sure
in a
that'll
drawer now.
haunt you the rest of your days.
Yep, the piece of cardboard that I put on my head, wet, soggy, wet cardboard. It's fine. It's graduation's over. It feels weird.
Do you want to know what gets me wet? The Blade Runner trailer. That's what got me wet.
Yeah,
I still haven't even seen it.
you still haven't seen it?
honestly,
I
you
didn't watch the
shouldn't.
trailer.
You
Yeah,
shouldn't until you see the other one.
Oh no!
Can I describe it to him?
Based off the 2 posters I saw, Ryan Gosling is wearing a jacket with its collar way up, and it covers his mouth
It
and
kinda-
his nose.
It kind of looks like Bane's jacket from The
And
Dark Knight Rises.
Harrison Ford looks like an old
wearing his
grandpa
pajamas.
walking around a park.
What's
Looks like
worse is
Harrison.
And then now they're gonna shoot a new Indiana Jones movie. He's gonna be 76 years old.
Oh my god!
I know.
They need to let that man go. Just
They should just give it to Chris Pratt and let it happen. But yeah, that's.
Oh my gosh,
That's
Chris
Blade
Pratt is Indiana Jones. I never
No.
thought of it.
I like
I
Chris
just-
Pratt, but he's in too
be-
many movies.
No.
Let's cool
Who's
off
in
with
too many
Chris Pratt.
movies. The Rock, and that's okay.
That's not
Chris
There we
Pratt's
go.
fine. What
I don't
movies
even
are
think
Chris
The Rock's
Pratt?
in that
Chris-
many movies.
You're right. The Rock should be Indiana Jones. Let's
That
give it
would
to
be
him.
incredible. What Chris Pratt's in Guardians, obviously, in Jurassic World.
If The Rock was in Indiana Jones, he'd just like turn around and punch that boulder, and it would like blow up into 1,000 tiny pieces.
That'd be
What
sick,
other movies
dude.
is Chris Pratt in?
I mean, notable movies. I mean, he was just in that.
It's in Guardians
stupid-
too.
Yeah, he
I
was just
saw
in the
that.
stupid Jennifer Lawrence romance.
Oh,
space
Passenger.
movie.
Passenger.
You know what? I saw that movie. It wasn't that bad. It was fine.
It looked really bad from the trailers to me. I don't know. He's just
So
in a
how?
bunch of stuff now. It seems like.
So how good? The movie looked bad based off the trailers. How good or bad does Blade Runner look?
Everybody else can go. I'll go last.
Oh, he brought it up and he's like, now I'm not going to talk about it.
Because he'll have the most to say about it. I'm more hopeful than I was. I was like super skeptical. This is like The Last of Us Part 2 of movies. Like this doesn't need to exist, but for
Really?
some reason it is. The first one's probably one of the best sci-fi movies ever made, if not like the best single sci-fi movie ever made. Like obviously like Star Wars and I don't know. There's a bunch of sci-fi stuff, but as far as like independent products that you don't have to consume anything else to like know about, like that movie specifically is like one of the best ever. So it's weird that they're making a sequel. It looks good. It looks like they've nailed the visual weirdness of the first one. Like seeing the Atari symbol in that opening shot, like those are the weird kind of branding things that you see a lot of in the original movie.
Wait, that was legitimately intended to be the Atari symbol? Like that was
Yes.
that wasn't just a whoops? Because I saw
What do you
that
mean,
image.
whoops?
Like I saw that image floating around. I was like, oh, it looks like the Atari symbol, but that was
I mean, it says Atari.
Straight up says Atari. Yeah.
oh, it does. I just saw
Yeah.
the 3 lines. I
Yeah,
didn't see
it's
the word
Atari.
Atari.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
if you watch the original one, there's like a bunch of brands that are like floating in the sky. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Specifically, there
All right,
are
so then
Atari
that's-
symbols flying around in
All
the
right.
original one too.
Okay, gotcha.
so I don't know. Visually, I think they're nailing it. I trust Dennis Villeneuve. Is that his name?
Dennis
You
Villeneuve.
you don't trust him enough to say his name.
I thought it was Genevieve. Genevieve.
I can't remember. I trust Dennis.
Dennis
Or-
Genevieve.
no,
Menace.
it's Denis. I actually know that.
Yeah, it's Denis Villeneuve or something like that.
Something like that.
Billy Villeneuve.
I know it's Denis. I trust Denis. His
He-
previous movies have been awesome.
Yeah. Arrival is really fantastic.
Rival's
Oh.
probably the best movie that came out last year, honestly.
Yeah, it's one of the best.
Like I liked La La Land more, but from a pure like script standpoint, Arrival was really
the guy
impressive.
that that
Yeah.
directed Arrival is doing Blade Runner?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm in. Cool.
He also
Turn
did
it on.
Sicario. That
Don't
was
know
his
that
other
movie.
movie before Arrival.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's got a good track record. I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm more hopeful for it now at this point than I was. Again, similar to Last of Us 2, though, like where it's like I still need to be won over, like, and proven that this movie should exist because I still don't think it really necessarily needs to. I'm definitely excited to see it, but I don't know. We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, I'm mostly interested just in the world that it creates. I mean, putting on that trailer and listening to the music, I was like, oh yeah, that was awesome. Oh yeah, we're gonna get more of that now. And I wish that maybe there could have been a sequel when when the first one came out, but it didn't do well, right? It actually was a flop. Am I not mistaken?
I could not tell you.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure
don't-
if it was a flop, but I don't know if it really
I don't think it was super
moved the
successful.
needle
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah, but of course, years later, it became a cult classic. But I feel like this could have been a movie that deserved a sequel, maybe a year after the movie was out, because I felt like you could use that universe for so many things, especially with the replicants and the time span that they could live and stuff like that. But
Well, that's the thing is like the universe itself is super interesting, and I dig everything that they're doing, but Deckard specifically, like I don't feel like I ever need to see him again because his storyline wraps up pretty
nicely.
well.
Yeah.
Again, the first time I watched the movie though was the final cut. So I never. How were you originally introduced to it, Michael?
I watched the director's cut.
Okay, so I
Similar.
think it was the final cut that I watched. Yeah, those two are pretty similar. There's subtle differences, drastic
Yes.
differences from the theatrical version, though.
Yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, so the first time I saw it, like I'm pretty sure I saw the final cut. It was either that or the director's cut, and that wraps up nicely to where it's just one complete story. You really don't have questions afterwards, but it's nothing like you would want an entire sequel to, because they're ambiguous questions that aren't supposed to be answered, and they're supposed to leave you leaving the theater, finishing watching the movie, I guess, and those questions are supposed to linger. Like, that's the point of it. So Deckard being in it is weird, but I hope that makes sense after it comes out.
Yeah.
And
if he's a
just him
ghost?
being in it, he's not a ghost.
What if he is just a spooky ghost trying to reconnect with his
You know what?
long lost son?
He's
and then
probably a
his son
robot.
stabs
You're
him in the
right.
stomach.
He's probably a robot. Is that what you're thinking,
There's-
Max? Have you seen Blade Runner at all? Do you know the plot of Blade
I have
Runner?
no idea.
Nope. I don't know what a replicant is. I don't know. You know, the only thing I know about Blade Runner is that Harrison Ford rubbed his chopsticks together, and that created the idea that you're supposed to do that. But in fact, it's apparently disrespectful. So thanks, Harrison Ford.
Gotcha.
That's about it. That is all I know about Blade Runner, and
That is
people
true.
talk about it a lot.
That is true.
Spill your guts, Michael. I'm ready to hear this.
So
Spill them.
Blade Runner is my favorite movie of all time. And I even
Oh no.
I like I like the theatrical version. I think it's fine. The final cut is the obvious great, to me that's like the greatest movie ever made. So I watched the trailer.
And cried.
No, I watched the trailer. I'm like, okay, this is
And
really
came.
good. You know, this looks promising. And then I watched it I legitimately watched the trailer 10 times that day,
Oh,
trying to
I
figure
bet.
it out.
I know that
and-
feeling.
I am really digging what they're doing with it, and I think it'll be what I want it to be, in a sense of I feel like it's just going to be a love letter to the first movie. I don't think it's really going to. I don't know, the whole sequel thing just seems a little off to me. I'm still not really into that idea of making a sequel and having, like you said, having Deckard in it. I have ideas of what Deckard might be. There's two scenarios that I think would happen.
A ghost.
One of which, no, he's not a ghost.
He's a
so
spooky
either-
ghost.
Either it follows the end of, I'm going to spoil Blade Runner.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm going to spoil Blade Runner. It's
Oh no.
They throw the ring into the volcano.
yeah, it's been 30 years.
Oh.
It's been 30 years.
Go.
Come on. Okay. Legitimately been 30 years and then 20 years since the final cut's been out. So you've had your time. All right. So theatrical version ends and it's more of a happily ever after story, which still kind of doesn't make sense because Rachel is totally going to die within 4 years of them going out to the sunset, and Deckard's a human, and that's what that is, right? And they go out to the snowy place, which I think you actually see in the trailer, where they presumably went, right?
Potentially. Yeah.
But then is it all deserty after that? Is that what the trailer suggests?
It looks like it. I don't know. The trailer
Looks
kind of
like that-
suggests it.
I mean,
but-
maybe that green area they're driving through got all deserty or something like that.
Yeah.
For the listeners at home who aren't watching on YouTube, Max has removed his headphones so that he can't hear spoilers to this movie. I gotta be honest though, I'm thinking about it right now. The plot of that movie is Deckard needs to kill the robots. By the end of it, Deckard kills the robots. So it's not the spoilers that we would be talking about here are more theoretical and
yeah,
like I said, it leaves you with a bunch
up
of
to
questions.
your
at the end of it.
interpretation.
Yeah.
And then the questions that, the final cut is that Deckard may or may not be a replicant because of Edward James Olmos' character, leaving the unicorn there, and then him having dreams about a unicorn earlier on in the movie and stuff like that. So he may be a robot, maybe, Now that seems odd,
But-
right? Because it's supposed to be in the year 2049, and that's supposed to be in 2019 is when that movie happened. So
Oh shoot, we're coming up quick.
Oh man.
there's two things that I think. Either it follows the first movie and it's just like he's a human and whatever, right? That's what it is. That was my first thought. But there's a moment in the trailer where Ryan Gosling goes over to his place and he says that he wants to ask him a couple questions. Does that mean he's going to give him the
Oh.
void contest and test if he is a robot or not? And what if
Interesting.
and what if
shoot.
and what if
That's pretty good.
and what if he is actually a robot that doesn't have that that flaw where they die in 4 years or whatever? I think it's a 4-year or 5-year lifespan that
Yeah.
each one has. So what if he was built with that and with like the ability
Then
to
it
have
could-
memories like Rachel? So those were my thoughts on it. And I'm like, that's pretty cool too. So I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm really excited to see that answer. Because that's bringing in like, is it this one or this one? And now I have more questions about that movie than I.
Well, how would I wonder if he was to ask those questions?
That's pretty good.
I mean, I feel
That's
like
all I
the
could say
twist
about that.
that
It's
would
pretty
be the
good.
twist of the movie if you do find that out.
Yeah.
So I want to think that wouldn't happen until like 3/4 of the way through, or like until
There's-
the very, very end when that would happen, because it doesn't change anything from the original movie, but it reaffirms questions that we already had. Max, you can put your headphones back on if you hear that.
Max.
Yeah, come
Max.
back. Max!
Max
Max.
is really dumb.
Max.
I assume all the waving means I can come back.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
honestly, we were talking about it. There's not a lot of
Yeah, it's not-
spoilers.
and it's
It's
not
all
really-
like theoretical questions that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you know that it costs like $40 to buy the Blu-ray of this movie? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I have it because it comes with like 4 versions of the movie, dude.
No, it looked like it was just the regular Blu-ray. It didn't say anything about fancy packaging or whatever.
Just rent it
all
on-
versions of it now come with like the 3 or 4
Well, no,
versions of
'cause-
the movie.
There was
just-
like a 30th anniversary, which clearly had all of them.
Yeah, that's the one that I have.
Yeah, that's like going for $180. Like that
Wow.
makes sense.
That
But like
increased the
just your regular Joe Schmo Blu-ray, it's like $50, and it's, as far as I can tell, just the regular movie.
price. Do you want to know why? It's because
I
it's
could
one
buy
of the
the
greatest
French version
movies
for
ever made.
$25.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. I think they got, like you said, they have the visual style of it like down really well, and like the cinematography of the entire thing seems exactly like a modern take of Blade Runner would be.
Mhm.
It seems like that is, and that is what the beauty is of the first movie of Blade Runner, is how beautiful I think it's shot. I think that's
Yeah.
half the reason why I really like it.
There's a bunch of shots in that movie that just kind of like hold for like way longer than you would think.
Yeah.
But it provides those gaps between the narrative that really like enhance the bigger plot points throughout the movie, or the bigger scenes throughout the movie. Like I said, and I wanted to ask you about Gosling as well and what you think about him, because like I tweeted out yesterday, my favorite thing about Blade Runner is how subtle it is, and how, even though it is a movie about Harrison Ford chasing and killing robots, like there is so many quiet moments to that movie. And I think that's where it really shines. And that's why it has this mystique around it. And
Well-
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think that like what you're saying is that like I think a lot of the beauty is in like how Deckard learns like to love something that's not necessarily human, but it is. But it's a really weird scene though, 'cause it's kind of rapey. But like just trying to differentiate like what is human and what isn't human, and what separates us between being just robots that are basically the same thing. Like they are basically humans at that point. And like,
Yeah.
is it right to do that kind of stuff? And it's a lot of philosophical questions that they ask.
Sounds
And
like one of
answer, and
those who makes Heavy Rain? What's his name?
Quantic Dream.
Well,
Quantic
Quantic
Dream.
Dream's the company, but what's the guy's
David Cage.
David Cage.
David Cage.
Yeah.
Sounds like a David Cage thing. I was looking to find it. You can't rent it on Amazon at all.
That's
iTunes lets
bullshit.
you, which also led me to find out that Ridley Scott did this movie. I didn't know that.
That's what I was.
Yes.
So I was going to ask you two things. One, Ridley Scott is like not really involved with this at all, is he?
He's an executive producer.
Is he? I didn't
Yeah.
see. So I was just skimming through the Wikipedia page, and I didn't see his name.
He's too
under the
busy making.
producers.
He's too busy making another Alien movie, and it's
My
gonna be
second
beautiful.
favorite movie of all time.
Heck yeah, we can high five on that one.
Boom.
I'm happy that the reviews are actually pretty decent on this one.
I'm
On Alien,
staying
yeah.
away from them. I'm like, I
They're-
saw that one.
They were
trailer,
pretty
and I was
decent
like,
on
I'm
Prometheus.
sold.
too.
Were they? I fucking hated Prometheus.
I
You
like
did? I love
Prometheus a
Prometheus.
lot.
Yeah, I like Prometheus. That was
Prometheus.
I don't
Yeah.
understand why that movie gets hated on so much. Like I thought it was
because fake science, and I'm like, well, it's called science fiction.
No, it's because
Prometheus has a 72% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What's not to love about Michael Fassbender?
there's a great scene. Okay, here the third act falls apart completely for me.
No, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It gets,
But
it
what's
gets a
not to
little
love about a baby alien?
no, the baby. That's not the alien. It's not the problem. It's the I'm gonna punch a dude's head off, and then you're gonna put old people makeup on Guy Pearce, and Charlize Theron runs in a straight line
Guys.
when a toilet bowl seat falls on her.
Yeah, I think my biggest problem with Prometheus is that once I figured out that it was involved with the Alien franchise, because we
Yeah.
didn't know that going into it. We're like,
Well,
think
yeah, we
this
did.
is-
Yeah, we did. Wait,
it was kind. Okay, I didn't personally because
Okay.
I kind of hid myself from it. I wasn't like reading all of the news. about it.
okay. That's
All
fine.
I heard was that it could be a part of it, and that Ridley
Sure.
Scott didn't really said anything. So I was like, "That's fine. I'll go see this movie, and we'll see what happens." And so once I figured out that it was in that universe, it got really confusing to me, like how everything started fitting together between the black goo and then this dude having sex with his girlfriend, and then the thing jumping at her. Like,
Yeah.
Alien is very simple: face hugger impregnates you, an alien jumps out of your stomach. This was like getting into the weeds where I was like, okay, so what leads to what, which then leads to what,
I
which
know.
then would lead to what?
What
Like,
crazy
know-
series of events leads to the xenomorph, and it just is all bad shit? Because then
So
there's a
it's like
vagina
black-
monster that kills it. Oh god.
Yeah. So black goo infects a dude, and then something jumps out of that chick's stomach, and then that impregnates one of the other things, which then creates an alien. It's like,
You
what?
have to go even
the
farther.
heck?
I know you have to go even farther back, which is funny because it's the pale dude that looks like the dude from Watchmen, takes a piece of black goo, dies, goes into a waterfall, creates life as
Yes.
we know it.
Yes.
Then life as you know it has to then interact with the black goo, then to have sex with someone. Then that thing comes out of that person in an abortion chamber, which was a great scene. The abortion scene is my favorite scene in that whole movie. Then that thing turns into a vagina monster, which then has to fuck the bald dude from the beginning of the cycle to make a baby xenomorph. I think.
Which then
Hey.
I guess lays
Hey,
face hugger eggs.
I
wanna
don't know.
you want to know something,
know-
Mario? Sounds like a good movie.
Sounds great.
Hey, when you put abortion and vagina monsters in your movie, I'm fucking in. And toilet seat spaceships.
That was
I-
the only thing that bugged me, was just that hierarchy of how a xenomorph was created was like totally ruined with that movie.
I know.
I saw Prometheus on a whim, because I didn't know anything about it, and I had never seen any of the Alien movies before. So Prometheus was my first Alien movie. And actually, that whole thing at the end where they show, oh, it's the alien. I was like, oh, that's the thing everyone talks about. I should see these movies. Then I saw those movies, and it changed my life.
Okay. Jumping back though, I have a question for Michael about Blade Runner.
Yeah.
How do you feel? So we don't know what's up with Ridley Scott's role, which I think could be a good thing.
I think
like you said, he's hit and miss lately.
I think he's like a consultant in some ways for the movie, because I mean, Denis I think knows what he's doing. He's
Yeah.
obviously very accomplished, and
Well,
I think
that's
Scott is there to like get the tone right, like you know.
It's like the same with Star Wars. Like, give properties to people who care about them and I think that's why Star Wars has been so good, is because the people who are directing those movies now are like, oh my gosh, I'm directing a Star Wars movie. And so
Yeah.
they're like totally
They
don't
grew
wanna
up with
screw
it.
up. Yeah. I'm sure the same is with Denis, whereas Ridley Scott may be a little bit more
Dude.
flippant if he was to just make this movie. Like, I created it. This is my work. I'll do whatever I want with this. And so,
Yeah.
and not saying he has that. And Ridley Scott's like one of the best directors ever.
AKA
Like the
Prude.
dude's a freaking genius. But yeah, I think bringing in a whole new staff of people who like have like the utmost respect for that original movie, they're going to be very meticulous with how they create it. Ryan Gosling, I have a question for you about him. How do you feel about him in what is, I guess, lead role, co-lead role? Because I honestly think he is really the perfect fit, because like I said, it's all about that subtlety, and Harrison Ford really doesn't talk a whole lot in the original Blade Runner.
No,
Like,
no, he
he
doesn't.
is he's a very quiet character. And while there are Ryan Gosling movies where he's much more snarky and boisterous, I guess, he does have those same qualities, I think, that old school Harrison Ford did, where he is a little bit more low key, especially the actual person Ryan Gosling. Like if you've ever seen the dude interviewed, he's very just quiet.
Depowered off, like powered off, like standby
Yeah,
mode.
yeah, he is just
So if you're-
very, very mellow.
So if you're asking me if Ryan Gosling could play potentially a robot, I believe it. I think he has
Yeah.
tendencies that could.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Mario died.
Mario's
Yeah.
dead.
So I could see
Oh
it.
no, you're here. You're good.
Now you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about that, Michael?
If you were to ask me who would you want in a Blade Runner movie, like who would I want to star, I honestly would say don't make it.
Or am I?
But if you're gonna tell me, hey, Ryan Gosling is gonna be in this Blade Runner sequel, I'd be like, yeah, that's fine. Because I don't know who else. Like I can't name an actor who I'd want in that movie otherwise.
Well, and you assume he's playing like the opposite of Harrison Ford's
What
character,
about,
where they're gonna have certain character similarities to them.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think he's like,
And I think you're right. Like he does do the I mean, Drive kind of shows it, you know.
yeah,
Like,
Drive's a really good example.
like he's very quiet and very, very straightforward, and I think that's how Harrison Ford kind of was in, because a lot of the lines in there are really weird in Blade Runner in the way that
Yeah.
they're like very forward and kind of like real in a sense. They're not like
What?
trying to exaggerate the situation. It's like this is what's happening and this is how things go, and I think that's what they're doing. I think Ryan Gosling is a good fit to do that because he does, like in Drive is very much like
Drive's
that.
a really good example. I forgot.
As a person who knows nothing about the tone or anything, but hearing just what you're saying about like a quiet kind of character or whatever, what about Tom Hardy? I mean, obviously it's Ryan Gosling.
you
who's in
know
the
what?
movie. Like Tom,
I mean, like-
I just think Mad Max Fury Road is what comes to my head when you guys are talking about this.
Like Mad Max or what do you call it? What's his-
Fury Road.
Yeah, Tom Hardy, like I think is just a really good actor, and could he like pull it off? Yeah, but I think Ryan Gosling would be a better fit.
Okay. I mean, you obviously know the source material.
Like,
Yeah, I agree with you.
but like Tom Hardy could obviously pull it off because he's a fucking talented actor. Like he's
and
he's
a real
method
life
actor.
superhero.
Yeah, it's true. He is a real life superhero. So I mean, like, yeah, he could totally pull it off. It's weird. Like Jared Leto's in this too, and he's another method actor.
Yeah,
Whoa,
I was gonna bring
whoa.
this up actually. Yeah.
And like Jared Leto, I'm like on and off about. It's like sometimes I really like him,
I'm pretty off about him.
and sometimes I really don't like when he's in stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think
Like
this-
he's really good in I
Dallas Buyers Club.
haven't seen that. I was gonna say American Psycho. He's
He
good.
is very
Yes.
good.
He is good in American Psycho. I think he's pretty good in Dallas Buyers Club. I think.
Yeah, I
Fine
think
job
he
in that
deserved.
movie.
I think he deserved that Oscar he got.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
he won an Oscar for that, so I'd assume
Yeah.
he's pretty good.
Like he did do a really good job in that, and he has acting chops. He could pull it off. I don't understand his character in this though. I'm
Yeah,
really
I
confused
don't
at what he
know
is.
what's happening. I like his line delivery though, of like the dude just being born is like happy birthday.
Yeah, and like is he? Because I don't know if Tyrell Corporation is still in this.
That's what I was gonna say.
And like, is he now the main person in Tyrell Corporation? Because he also looks like he seems like he might be like some sort of hybrid or something like
Yeah.
that. Or maybe he's just blind. Because what do you call it? There's that blind guy in the first one, and he had the same kind of eyes that he had in Blade Runner. So I'm like,
Yeah.
is he just blind? I don't know. I didn't understand what his character's supposed to be, but he's obviously like he seems like the main bad guy in a sense to me.
The main character we need to know about though is how do you feel about Batista being
Dude.
this?
So
he's-
what is he? Is he just a dude?
They haven't said. I don't think any details on any of the characters have been given outside.
He
of-
literally,
I
he
think-
literally
Harrison
turns
Ford and Ryan
around
Gosling.
and he's just wearing like a Christmas sweater and some glasses, and I'm
some
like,
glasses.
You know, it's old as hell, dude.
He does.
Old Batista. He's gonna Batista bomb somebody. That's for damn sure. I don't know. I'm fine with Batista in it. I mean, Batista has gotten really big recently,
oh yeah,
like because of
Guardians.
Guardians. And
he was in a James Bond movie too.
he was in
wasn't
a
he?
Bond movie. Yeah, he was like a main.
He was
was like-
Inspector, right?
Yes, he was.
He was the henchman.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was.
I thought it was like totally laughable when he left WWE to go become an actor, and now he's like getting all these prolific roles. I'm like,
Yeah,
what the heck?
yeah, right.
And did you guys end up seeing Guardians?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw it yesterday.
actually-
I did. I saw
A lot
it.
of his stuff I like. A lot of his stuff I do like. His poopy dicky jokes I wasn't into, but his actual emotional stuff is like, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm cool with it. I mean, I think he's a replicant.
I
do.
do too.
I think that's pretty obvious. And it'd be good if he's a replicant because he could do some cool action stuff.
I was going to ask you, the first movie, I mean, there are action scenes in it. It's not overtly flashy.
Mhm.
No.
Were you afraid that this one might push it, like in a Total Recall kind of way?
I think in some ways it's going to be a little bit more actiony, but I don't think they're going to overdo it. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like Total Recall. Like,
Yeah, or even like Ghost in the Shell recently, and I'm like,
yeah, I don't think it's going to be the Fast and Furious of Blade Runner movies, but
I
like,
hope not.
yeah, I really hope it's not. But I think there's going to be some I mean, they showed some dude crashing into a wall.
Yeah.
and I think that was Batista. And if Batista's that guy, like that's cool. I think that would fit that character. I think it'd be cool to see that. And then like what's her face? Emily Blunt is definitely a replicant.
She's not in this, is she?
Yeah,
I just looked at the.
yeah.
I just looked at the cast list. Are you talking about Robin Wright,
Is that Robin? No, is it?
the
Yeah,
blonde hair
the
chick?
blonde hair is Robin Wright.
Dude, that totally looked like Emily Blunt to me.
No, it's Robin Wright.
Yeah, Robin Wright's in
Emma Rain?
this.
I got-
There's a couple other people.
The
I'm looking at
Mackenzie
the cast.
Phillips girl totally is just going to
Hold on.
be.
Now I have
Jennifer
to-
Hannah.
Mackenzie Davis.
Yeah, is it
Oh.
Davis or Phillips?
Davis.
Hold
I've
on.
got the cast list pulled up in front of me right now.
Well, I believe you. She's definitely got to be the Daryl Hannah character. Like she just has that look.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's all we know right now. We don't even know all of the character names. Ryan Gosling is playing LAPD Officer K, just the letter K. Harrison Ford is
That doesn't
Deckard.
sound like a serial number at all.
Jared Leto is playing Wallace, a replicant manufacturer. So very well could be a Tyrell person,
Yeah.
Tyrell Corporation person. And then there's a couple,
Okay.
and pretty much everybody else is nameless so far.
I'm gonna see if I could send this, but I don't know who is this woman who's wearing this yellow shirt and she has blonde hair with like a crazy hat on.
Where are you sending it to?
I'm looking at the trailer right now and it's at 1:32.
Emily Blunt is not on the cast list.
Hold
So
on.
No matter how much you will or into the cast list, she will not be in the cast list.
I say Emily Blunt is in the movie.
Hold on.
Having not seen the trailer,
I think Emily Blunt shows up 4 minutes and 20 seconds into the movie.
I just want to know who
subtle,
this is.
subtle.
So, what was the actress's name who played what's her face in the first movie?
Daryl Hannah?
No,
Oh, fuck.
the love interest lady.
Oh my God. I used to know it.
remember her.
Thanks for yelling into the mic.
Cheryl. No.
Playing on it.
She was trying to be I'm sorry. She was trying to be Catwoman. I remember her.
Yeah, I can't.
Michelle
remember her name.
Pfeiffer.
Okay.
I wonder if she'll be in it though.
Cheryl Lynn? Oh, I don't know.
I
I'm afraid
started
to open this, but
I started at the moment. But it does it really quick. It's that girl with the shirt on, the yellow shirt on. Has a crazy hat on.
So,
this is bad radio.
Michael,
I need to know who this is though. Because
while,
it looks like her.
while
to me.
they look at that,
Sure.
Michael, I'm curious since I obviously know nothing about this movie and have contributed nothing this entire time.
Sean Young. Her name is Sean Young.
Sean Young's the woman from the first one. She's Rachel.
That's what
That's
That's
just
just
what
what I
Mario
asked.
was trying to figure out.
Oh, yeah, I knew
Yeah,
that.
you were staring at Emily Blunt, who doesn't exist in this movie.
God, she's from Ace Ventura too.
She is. She has the penis.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah. So what were you gonna ask
So
next?
this Blade Runner is your favorite movie of all time. So
It's
how,
the best movie ever made. It's the best movie ever made, Max.
how are you managing this sequel then? Your expectations for it and going into it? Because I assume it comes out in the summer or this Christmas. I don't know when it comes out.
October.
October. So not too much time left for you. Like if they were going to make a sequel to my favorite movie, which they kind of did and they botched it, I would be very nervous. So I'm curious how you feel going into this.
Wait, what's your
No.
favorite movie?
I mean, when I think favorite movie, I think of if it was on TV, I could watch it forever and ever, and that would be Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, which means the Hobbit movies are technically the sequel, and
Well,
Gosh.
they're the prequel.
I know, but they came afterward, and
Oh,
gosh
but
darn it,
Max
Peter
loves
Jackson.
prequels so much, you guys. You
The
just love
book
them.
is choice. There's a whole story behind that. We don't need to get into that. How do you feel going into this? Like it's happening whether you want it to or not.
I wasn't, like I said before, I wasn't really into the idea of it. I don't think you need to make this movie. And honestly, Max, you should watch the first movie. It is one of the
Well,
best.
it's like
movies ever made.
$4. It's $4 on iTunes. I might just rent it here
just
after
rent
this.
Just rent it. I'll watch it with you because I'll watch it tonight.
I'll probably watch it again soon.
Well,
We're announcing now we're doing our commentary for Blade Runner.
Yeah.
hey, but
All
my
right, so there's a rainy city. It's still raining a whole bunch.
There's a pyramid in the middle.
It's Los Angeles, but it looks like Japan for some reason. Looks like Neo Tokyo.
There's a really hot chick with like a Gerard Way like headband on her eyes, so she looks like she's from My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, is that Daryl Hannah?
That is Daryl Hannah.
Pris? Dude, Pris is pretty fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I'm excited for it now. Like that trailer gave me some faith in the movie.
Just don't get so excited
but-
because my favorite movie, Lost Boys, got a sequel. And I was not very
Was that direct to DVD?
it was direct to DVD.
That sounds horrible.
It was called Lost Boys 2 The Thirst or some shit.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. It was bad.
But the end scene is awesome.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Where it's Corey Feldman versus Corey Haim.
Yeah.
I wonder who lived that battle. God.
Oh no.
Don't get your hopes up. That's all I'm saying.
No, I mean, like I am hopeful for the movie now. I think it looks really good. I don't think it's going to be better than the first one by any means. Like, I still think, to me, like the first movie is legitimately like one of the greatest movies of all time. I put it in front of like Casablanca and stuff like that. Like, it is legitimately one of those movies to me.
mm-hmm.
So, I don't think it'll be that good,
It's not. Yeah, it's not
but
possible in that kind of regard.
I think it'll be a good movie. Fun in the sense of like,
Good
I
old
think
Rob.
it'll hit, the notes that it needs to hit, and
I'm not
it'll
gonna
be
say any
satisfactory.
Hashtags not my Blade Runner.
Yeah, I don't think any of that's gonna happen.
Not
So
my record.
Okay.
I'll say this though, if they do any time travel bullshit to make it so then like both timelines exist or something, fuck that movie, dude. Fuck this movie then. But like they should just stick with one, and that's what I'm
They're
hoping.
smarter than that. You would have to think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hoping they just stick with one like thing with it, and like choose which movie you want to make the canon or whatever, and just go with it. To me, I would assume that it would be the final cut, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was a theatrical cut because that's probably
You
Oh,
would
it-
assume they need to speak out on that at some point.
Yeah. somebody will ask.
Maybe they're gonna let the movie speak for itself, and then you can determine what the
I would-
actual cut is.
I would agree with Mario, not having seen any of them, that they would just let you watch it and figure it out for yourself. But kind of to contrast this to video games, wasn't it? Didn't like Infamous Second Son? They're like this is the timeline we chose after.
Yeah,
this
they did.
too.
I mean,
Like,
most games with optional endings do that. Yeah.
yeah.
I think even like Mass Effect did that, right? Am I wrong to think that?
To an
You
extent, I think.
you can pick which shepherd was yours, female or male. Basically, that was about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope it's good. I'll
Dude.
probably rent Blade Runner now.
Do it.
I was looking at Denis' Wikipedia page, and you guys know what he's doing after this?
What?
It's like one right
Star
after
Wars
another for
Episode
this.
9.
No, that is Colin
Colin Trevorrow.
Trevorrow. Yeah.
What's he done?
Jurassic World. So I'm not too hopeful for Episode 9.
You didn't like Jurassic World?
I never saw it. I think those movies are dumb.
Oh,
they-
what the fuck?
They
Logan?
think you're dumb. T-Rex
the
would eat you up,
fuck?
and
To be-
T-Rex
I
would
mean,
eat you up
you
in
know what?
a moment.
I
To be
mean,
fair,
they're
to-
very dumb.
To be fair to
simple.
Logan, like Jurassic Park 1 was probably
Even
the
the
only
first
good
one?
one.
The
Like-
first one.
It's legitimately the only good one.
Lucky I'm frozen.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm not sitting here defending 2 or 3, but dinosaurs are awesome, and I think Jurassic World was pretty fun.
Yeah, Dinosaurs was awesome. Do you think that DreamWorks movie Dinosaur was also really good?
That was a Disney movie.
That was a
actually?
Disney movie because
Yeah.
there's a ride.
Well, fuck, you know what?
for it.
Fuck that movie too. That movie sucks dick. The
That,
only other the
that
only
ride is pretty fun.
the only good other dinosaur movie that's out there is Wereback. That's the only good dinosaur movie.
Yeah, can we just talk
Or-
about how dumb Dinosaur is for a second? It's like this stupid long neck is friends with all these freaking monkeys, and somehow they survive the meteor shower that is supposed to make them go extinct. What a dumb plot for a movie.
Dude,
Yeah,
shitty
we got
movie,
this
dude.
dinosaur. He's best friends
You
with
know
some
what?
monkey.
I changed my mind on a lot of things now. I used to think The Little Mermaid was the worst Disney movie. It's Dinosaur. Dinosaur is the worst Disney movie. Worse than Cars 2. Like, it's not very good.
Cars 3 is gonna be lit, boys. Cars
No.
3 is gonna be lit.
I
Fuck
will
Cars
not
2.
be there to see it because those movies are straight trash.
Cars
Alright,
3 will be just as good as like whatever garbage Pixar movie that comes
You're
out.
kinda- turn off your video, Mario. That might help.
Yeah.
Back to I guess what I was trying to say. Denis Villeneuve, whatever that guy's name is. He's doing Dune next.
He's doing Dune. Oh
Yeah.
my god! I didn't even know they were making a Dune movie. That is super cool.
So
I mean,
The
the
sand
original-
dune.
it's just
Yeah.
every massive
know-
sci-fi property is falling in this dude's lap.
Do you know
It's like,
what?
Sure.
Do you know what Dune is? Max?
No. I mean, I know what a sand dune is. I do not know
Okay,
what
so
dune-
Dune
I-
is like, I haven't, I've read, or I know I haven't read the book. I've watched the movie, and I watched like the really long
David
version
Lynch
of the
one?
movie. The David Lynch one.
Yeah, he directed it.
Did he really?
Yeah, he directed it with.
Is that with what's his
which-
face from Twin Peaks,
Yeah,
It's
Kyle
now
McLaughlin.
which totally
Yeah.
makes sense now. Why
Yes.
Twin Peaks? Okay. Wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did not know David Lynch did that movie. That's pretty cool.
Yes, he did.
He also did Alien 3, which is garbage.
Wait.
Alien 3 had
No, that's David Fincher.
Alien.
Oh my god,
3
whatever. They're all the same.
Yeah, that is David Fincher.
It is.
Alien 3
They're all the
did
same.
give us that one, I guess you call it a meme, where it is Ripley and the alien like to her side, and she's got her eyes closed.
Can I
and
just
stuff.
say fuck Alien 3?
Yeah, that's
Just fuck it.
welcome on this show.
I mean,
fine.
but
Fuck it.
Resurrection is at least 6 times worse.
Yeah, but you know what? It embraces it, and
I
that's what I
thought
love
Resurrection
about it,
was
dude.
3.
No, Resurrection
No.
is 4.
Or
Alien,
Oh,
Alien
I've never
3 is
seen 3
technically
or 4.
Alien cubed, like the way the logo is.
Dude.
It's Alien cubed.
Dude. Alien Resurrection is freaking hilarious, and
it says Ron Perlman in it.
yeah, and it has
Is
the
that
dude
the one
from-
where they try to like clone Ripley or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
They do
because
clone
she had
Ripley.
the queen egg DNA
Yeah,
inside her, so
she's
they try to
in
replicate.
Dude,
Sigourney Weaver's
and-
bald the whole movie.
and it's got the dude from The Crow, who the leader from the gang in it. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
really? Yes, you're
Yeah.
right.
The dude with the
Dude.
really long hair.
The guy that tries to fuck his sister. You're right.
Yeah, well, he does. I'm pretty sure he does fuck his sister. I think that's. I don't know.
Was
But
there anything until Prometheus after that? I'm trying to
No.
think.
no,
Alien
was
vs.
the last
Predator
one.
trashness.
Yes.
dude. Okay, so the first Alien vs Predator, pretty good. The second one, not very.
Never
But-
seen Predator. Never seen Alien vs Predator.
Whoa, you
You're a monster.
need to go see Predator, dude. You see
have
that
a
movie
lot of
now.
stuff I
haven't
mean
seen
to
Predator
see.
either. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I've seen the last portions of the movie, which are the important parts.
I mean, Alien is a much better movie than Predator, but
I mean, Alien is a masterpiece, and
Alien is a masterpiece. You're
it's so good.
correct.
What's crazy is just how good Aliens is.
Have you seen Dune, Logan?
No, I haven't. I know the plot somewhat.
The worms are the spice.
I'm familiar with the world and what it is, and I've had the book sitting on my shelf forever, and I look at it a lot of times, and I really want to read it, and I will someday.
It is deemed as like one of the best like sci-fi books ever written.
Yeah, what's his freaking name? The dude who
Herbert.
wrote it.
Herbert. Frank Herbert.
Yeah, I think that's right.
That's his name.
Herbert Hancock.
Yeah, I've
Herbie
been
Hancock.
wanting to read that for a really long time. Like I bought that book a while back. Yeah, that's considered like one of the best single sci-fi books ever made, or sci-fi anything like that is probably always going to be in like the top 3, top 5 up there with Star Wars and a few others. Like there's always a couple locks in that genre, and that's definitely one. Frank Herbert, yeah. So
I've never read it. I've only seen the movie. The movie isn't very good.
No,
But-
it's not.
It's
it's
actually
a weird world. It's like
it's actually
a really
god awful, but yeah, like
it's-
the world
it's a
is
really
interesting.
strange world. It's
Yeah.
totally different from like most other sci-fi.
Yeah, it is interesting and it has a cool story. Like I'm talking from the movie standpoint, like from what I've seen, cool story. I don't know if it's because it's really hard to translate that story onto the big screen, but it was not a very good movie. Like it was pretty bad. So I don't know. Again, that's something that maybe with technology now and all that stuff, they might be able to make a good version of it. But you never know, I suppose.
So we've almost hit our, I guess, benchmark for time.
That's fine.
But we've, well, I had a couple other questions for you guys, just about a few other things. And since we've talked about movies this whole episode, we may as well just stick with that before branching off into something else. First off, have we all seen Guardians now?
Yeah.
Yes. We've
Um,
all seen Guardians.
I know we mentioned it earlier, but like more general thoughts, I guess. Okay, personally, I think it is one of the best scripted Marvel movies ever, because everything in that movie from the word go somehow links together by the end of that movie, from them doing the assignment for those people to stealing the batteries, which then come into play later, and then all those people chasing him the entire time, and then the inclusion of Adam Warlock. Like everything in that movie fits together. Like there's nothing that is unimportant in that movie. Like every scene is vital in some way or another.
I thought it was better than the first one. That's for sure.
I would agree with that.
I'm on the camp that doesn't think it's the best between the two, but I still really, really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
Like I think that series specifically within Marvel, like you have probably the most fun going to see those at the theater compared to the others.
Yeah,
and
that's
all
the
the
thing.
Marvel movies are fun, but those specifically, like you're laughing every 30 seconds about something, it seems like.
Yeah. I thought like a lot of the Baby Groot stuff I thought was really funny.
That
And
the opening of that movie,
Yeah.
had me in tears.
Yeah. And my girlfriend really enjoyed that stuff because she really likes cute things. And Baby Groot is full of cuteness. They even make a joke about it in the movie.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
he said,
Oh yeah, that's
what do we do do we kill this? You're like, no, it's too adorable to kill. You can't kill it.
yeah, that was great.
true.
That was fantastic.
I did love this movie. It's not my favorite Marvel movie, but I did like it more than Guardians 1, and I
My-
thought it maybe not fixed, but it did a pretty good job of handling Marvel's really crappy villain problem. Or maybe not crappy, but just like forgettable. Like I thought Ego meant something to at least Peter and like the characters in that movie, and he was rememberable. Like I left the theater and I think about it, and he's cool. He was well established. He was important to the
dead.
characters, and they've fixed it. Like it's not like Doctor Strange where I literally can't tell you anyone's name in that movie except Doctor Strange. And even then, I don't know
the
his,
bargain.
I don't know his human name
Yeah.
either. I just know he's Doctor Strange.
Baron Mordo.
His name is.
I guess
Dr.
Baron
Strange.
Mordo wasn't a bad guy in Doctor Strange.
His name
We'll
is
get there.
Steve Strange.
Couldn't tell
That
you.
is what that is actually his name.
And
His name-
Tilda Swinton playing Tilda Swinton.
I forgot Doctor Strange even came out.
Exactly, because it's a forgettable movie.
I don't even think it's forgettable. I don't think
think so either. I think
it
it's
just
actually,
I haven't Doctor Strange hasn't been combined with the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe yet.
I believe-
Neither is Guardians.
Thing. Yeah, but Guardians is like a
but it
team-based
has
movie.
because they had an Infinity Gem in it, and that
So did
ties-
Doctor Strange.
I didn't see Doctor Strange yet, so
Okay, well, it's in there.
I wouldn't know.
It's the last stone.
And Thanos has been in it.
Yeah, that's true. Thanos kind of ties back into the main.
Guardians, because his kids are in it. So
I want to ask you guys broadly what movie you're looking forward to the most the rest of the year that is not named Star Wars: The Last Jedi
Sorry.
Blade Runner,
Thank you for helping me with that.
or Blade Runner. I guess like the obvious one.
Alien.
Is Alien yours? So
Yeah.
that's in like a week and a
So
half.
so Blade Runner, #1 movie of all time, #2 movie of all time, Alien. And from what I'm hearing, going back to its roots and stuff, but kind of still having the same kind of tone that Prometheus had, which I personally like. I like the tone that Prometheus had because it was kind of horror-ish, but also very, I don't know, something modern about it that was good. I don't know, there's something about Prometheus that I really did like. I do like Prometheus. I think it's a good movie.
My
So I don't know. I'm pretty excited for Alien Covenant,
yeah, Alien's gonna be
dude, and Michael Fassbender.
real good.
So what's yours then, Max?
I'm trying to honestly think of what's coming out later this
I
year.
mean, I can list a bunch. I've got a huge list in
I
front
also
of me.
I do
I
have
know-
other
I know this summer, like some movies I'm excited for. Like I am genuinely excited for Cars 3. Not too keen
Oh,
on
there's that other Pixar movie that's coming out that looks freaking cool.
Coco.
Yeah, dude, that movie looks awesome.
Coco's gonna be real good. I am excited for Thor, which
Yeah.
which is pretty generic. I think as far as original content goes, and one I'm genuinely eager to see is I think it's either Baby Driver or Drive Baby. I think
Baby Driver.
I was about to bring that one up.
Baby Driver.
I am stoked for that movie. Like
It looks really good.
put it
It's,
all over that screen.
What's his
Wanna
freaking
see it.
name? Ant-Man, and then he left Ant-Man, and then
Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright.
Edgar
Thank
Wright.
you. I knew you would know that, Mario.
You're welcome.
My
Hmm.
I think though, as I've sat here and thought of movies that are coming out, the film I am looking forward to the most this year, besides Star Wars, is Dunkirk
I had a
because
feeling you would say that.
Christopher Nolan's my boy.
Gotta be honest. What I've seen from that movie hasn't blown me away, but just the name is like, yeah. All right, I'll go see this.
Christopher
that-
Nolan making a World War II movie, I'm all about it.
I'm really hoping it's just a World War II movie and there's nothing crazy about it.
I
Like, I
think
hope
it's gonna be a World War II movie.
I hope it's just
There's-
a straight up World War
There's
II.
there's no spinning top. There's not gonna be time travel.
Well, at the end of this World War II movie, we're gonna find out that someone's like behind the bookcase the whole time. So
There's gonna be real bits.
And Interstellar's magic.
It's actually
Um,
somebody's dream and they're just dreaming within dreams.
Well,
Right.
actually, what it is the soldiers just are trying to piece it all together because they have short-term memory loss, and they're writing notes in the sand, but the bombs keep blowing it up, and they're retracing their
right.
steps.
while at the same time they're trying to find Robin Williams because he's been killing a lot of folks.
It's actually a story. It's actually a story about just being a really creepy dude and following people all the time.
Mario, what's yours?
And dressing up like a bat.
That doesn't count.
It does not count. Thank you, Max, for helping me remind me that Baby Driver is coming out because whenever Edgar Wright makes a movie, I'm there day one. But because I wasn't thinking that, this is gonna suck. This is gonna make me feel like shit. But the two movies that I'm most excited
Ooh.
for,
Please, I think I know where you're going with this.
and it sucks because it's like they could absolutely be awful. And the two movies are Wonder Woman and Justice League.
No, that was not where I thought you were going.
Does Justice League come out this year?
Just
Yep,
Wonder Woman's
December.
out 3 weeks, and literally no one on the planet Earth is talking about that.
Holy shit!
It's like a
I
it's like
want
if
them to be
Bethesda
good.
marketed that movie.
Yeah.
I'm,
Holy cow!
we'll see how reviews pan
I-
out for Wonder Woman. Justice League.
I really want them to be good, guys.
I am
I
really,
really want him to be good.
I am really excited for Thor Ragnarok. I like the Hulk is like my favorite Marvel character. So
So there's
I
like
didn't say Thor because I know they're gonna hit it with
See,
Justice
that's the
League,
thing.
and I'm anticipating it. You know,
yeah, that's the thing. The movies that you know are going to be good, like I don't even look forward to the Marvel movies anymore, just because I'm like, oh, it's going to be good, and I'm going to go see it. Like,
Did
I'm
anyone
not,
notice
like
Jeff
waiting with
Goldblum in the
anticipation.
credits of Guardians?
yeah,
Yeah.
Dancing
Yeah,
in
that's
one of
all.
the little bubbles.
that was great.
Little subtle
Um,
nod.
do you know Miley Cyrus was a voice in it?
What voice was she? What?
She was
She
at
was
the
a
end
robot
credits. She was the robot head.
Oh, nice.
okay,
His mainframe.
movie none of you brought up. Baby Driver does look awesome. Like, very excited for that.
Yeah.
There's a new Spider-Man movie out this summer. You guys, come on.
Yeah,
Go
I
with
know,
it.
but
So,
I like Hulk more than
you
Spider-Man.
just said I'm not excited for Marvel movies because I know they're gonna nail them.
I know.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with that movie, though. I think the trailers have been actively bad, and that's why I'm
Dude,
not.
That second
fully
one showed
excited.
way too much, and I've like
It's so
flushed it
bad.
out of my head since then. And I swear up and down that I will never watch that second trailer again because
Do
it
not.
is the entire plot of the movie. And I think I'm far enough away from it at this point that I forget it.
I think I get why they did it though, because it is the third Spider-Man reboot. Like I get it. I get why they're like, look, it's the Spider-Man stuff you love. You're gonna see it anyway.
But comparison to the
Iron
first trailer, I'm like, that was actually pretty good.
And it was, but like I get it. It's
It looks good, but
at least
like,
they're not
here's
doing the
the-
Uncle Ben thing again. Thank God he was established in Civil War.
Also, I don't know why they're hiding the fact that Zendaya is clearly Mary Jane. Like,
I don't know if it is.
just come out with it.
I really don't know if it is.
She was just speaking of this, by the way, she was just in the lip sync battle with him, and he was the opposition. It was Spider-Man versus her. Did you see that video, by the way?
Yeah, it's really
No.
good.
He's so good.
He's so freaking athletic. It's insane.
Yeah. And
Like,
flawless.
would have
he
to be.
could be Spider-Man. Like,
He could be Rihanna.
Super-
You don't know.
super talented. I really don't think she is Mary Jane. I really don't.
Really?
I don't think her name's Mary Jane either.
Who then?
Or
Who do you
Well,
think?
they haven't said that, but that's the thing is they've said next to nothing about her character Max, and they've also already shown that Gwen is the love interest in this movie. Isn't Gwen an African American black actress as well? African American
No,
black.
no,
kind
it's
of
a
redundant,
different character, but apparently it is the first character he dated in the comic.
but,
I forgot her name though.
Liz. I said
might
I said Gwen, didn't I? I meant Liz.
I'm not sure in the comic book, but I know in
Liz
I think in
Allen
the-
is the first chick he dates in the comics, I think.
Yeah. I think you're right.
I think
Like,
it
I
wouldn't
know I'm
be.
right.
I don't think it would be Mary Jane or Gwen because we've had both of them. And
No, I didn't mean to bring Gwen into this at all. Gwen's
Gwen was the best, and that's why The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 are the best superhero movies ever because Gwen Stacy. Thank you, Emma Stone.
You
Peace
mean
out.
Batman versus Superman? Oh my god. Never mind.
All
I
right.
fucked up
So
my
here's
mind.
what we're gonna do. We're gonna do rapid fire remaining movies of 2017, and I just want to hear yay or nay.
War of the
from you.
Planet of the Apes. The third.
Oh yes, that
I was
one.
gonna bring that up, but we'll get there. So Alien
no,
Covenant's out on the 19th.
Yay.
Yay.
Then we got Baywatch on
Yay.
May 25th, which looks
Yes.
awesome. I'm
Yay.
totally gonna go see that movie.
Yay.
That's where I thought you were going earlier, Mario. I was like, Baywatch.
Believe it or not, this is out in 2 or 3 weeks.
Pirates.
Pirates of the Caribbean 5
Yep.
I
I'm
hear it's
excited for
good,
that.
which
looks
is
like
weird.
straight garbage.
No.
No, I'm excited for that.
Hard pass.
Because it's got the three people back, and who's the villain? He was the Bond villain in Skyfall.
Javier Bardem.
Javier Bardem.
Yeah, he's
Here's
great.
a here's a nice take for the folks at home. Pirates of the Caribbean blows. That series really freaking sucks.
Yeah,
The
that's pretty
first
bad.
one is very good. The second and
Okay.
third one are shells.
Second,
Okay.
Dead
agreed.
Man's Chest is the best.
No, you're wrong.
No, those movies.
No.
suck.
Black Pearl is the best.
You're
Those
stupid
movies are
idiot. You're on
so
the list.
drawn out and bad, and the third one is like unequivocally a horrible movie, even if you're a fan of that franchise.
I didn't even know
I
there was
get
a
that
fourth
movie
one.
confused with
The
Yeah,
fourth one,
Transformers
like
movie.
the fourth one, no one even knows it exists.
With
I didn't
Penelope
know.
Cruz.
Theaters to see it, and
I
Penelope
remember
Cruz is
seeing
in
it.
It's very bad.
It was they tried to just Johnny Depp can't carry that whole movie.
Wonder Woman, which I
Nay.
still don't know about.
Yay.
I'm honestly a yay on what I've seen so far, but I'm a nay simply because there's the Zack Snyder stamp of approval on it.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
You know
how it
why?
pans
You
out.
know why I'm nay? Because every time that trailer ends and the logo comes up, it goes into a dumb electric guitar riff.
Dude,
That's your theme song.
But
Honestly-
it's so out of place.
that's the best part of that movie.
Yeah, that is the best
It's
part.
the
of
best
that.
part of the trailer.
That is like, yeah.
That's
Max says it's 3-1 here. That music rules. Also releasing the same day as Wonder Woman, Captain Underpants. Which
Dude,
the-
fuck yeah.
Like the first grader in me wants to go see that so bad, but I think the trailer looks horrible.
No, it looked
And I
really
can't-
bad.
I cannot distance myself from the voice actors they chose. You know who I don't want playing Harold Hutchins, or you know who I don't want playing George? Freaking Kevin Hart.
Kevin
When I
Hart's
read
in
those
everything though.
I read those books as a kid. You know who I didn't hear? Kevin Hart.
You also didn't know who Kevin Hart was when you were a child.
But I'm so intimately familiar with those characters that hearing Kevin Hart's voice come out of them,
I just wished it was kids.
It
Why
should
couldn't
be
it be
kids. That's
kids?
what I don't understand too. It's like all these adult voices voicing children. It doesn't.
You're gonna tell me
It's for the parent audience.
couldn't
It's
get
for the
some of the
dad and the
cast-
mom that are dragging their child to see this movie, and they
I'm
You're
sure
right.
the parents are. I'm sure the parents are just so jazzed to be here.
Okay,
You
so here's the
couldn't
thing,
get
Max.
half of the cast of Stranger Things to do the voice for 2 characters.
Max. The thing is that like we theoretically would be those parents. We're old enough to be those parents.
we're old enough to be
true.
them.
That's
True that.
oh my
We're
gosh,
old
you just
enough to
blew
be,
my
but we don't have
mind.
the kids.
So I'm just saying that
I'm
I don't know.
I'm excited because of that first grader in me. Like it's cool. Bring it on, Captain Underpants. Childhood Max is wigging out.
I mean, it looks bad though. That's my thing. Trust me. If
Man, that's
anybody,
the
if
problem.
anybody in this podcast was going to be losing their mind, I'm telling you, I read each of those books probably 10 times each.
You and I didn't. What?
I didn't say you did
I
it.
had
but
that
I am
hypno
like,
ring, son.
I am like,
let the record
such a
show
huge
that
fan.
Logan did read them at least 10
yeah. Please annotate
Max-
that podcast.
and Max
listeners.
did
Thank you.
not list or read them 10 times each. So
Oh my god.
I'm like, I'm excited for it just because of that, but it looks bad. Like it looks unequivocally
Yeah,
like
but
a bad movie.
Okay.
The Mummy looks straight horrible. We don't even need to
Oh,
talk
it
about
looks
that.
so bad.
Cars 3, Cars sucks.
Cars
Cars
3 is
suck.
gonna be awesome.
Cars 3 is very bad.
where's my Incredibles? I want to. They make 3 Cars movies. They can't make one goddamn Incredibles movie.
Incredibles is
The
next
fuck,
year, I
dude.
think.
Transformers, awful.
God,
garbage.
Why is that still around? Baby
Mm.
Driver, we all said looks good. Continue going on. Spider-Man, which looks good. Or
Yeah,
Planet of the
I'm
Apes.
Yes.
I'll go
Eh.
on the record and say that this Planet of the Apes trilogy is like maybe the most underrated trilogy in the history of cinema.
Yeah, I
like,
think it's pretty good. I like them.
all of
good.
these movies knock it out of the park every single time, and this new one doesn't look any different. Like it's gonna be freaking awesome.
I really hope they make it a perfect trilogy. There's not been a perfect trilogy. I want it to be a perfect trilogy.
That means it's gonna be bad then.
I know.
August, there's the Dark Tower, which I didn't watch the trailer. I'm not
Oh,
familiar
dude,
with that.
I totally
franchise at
forgot
all.
about that. I'm super excited for that.
I wanna
Is that
read
how
the-
the book is? Is that
I
how
wanna
the book
read
is?
the book.
I mean, I don't think it's. I don't know. I
Is
think
it-
they're just taking.
Is
The
it lax? Sorry, go ahead.
I think they're just taking the property and doing what they want with it. I don't think it's supposed to be based off the book.
It looks
I think they're
like
taking
Last
pieces of the
Action
book.
Hero, the movie.
It does. It looks fucking cool though. I like Idris Elba and I like Matthew McConaughey.
Well, they are both
Both very,
incredibly handsome and talented men.
very dashing people.
I just
and
want a
love
scene.
them.
I just want a scene where they're in the Dark Tower world where he's doing the bullet like reload thing, and I want him to go to the real world and he can't put his bullets in that fast.
Dude, I hope they do a thing like I read like the first 3 books of it, and there's a scene or there's a part, I think it's in the second book, where they're like going through like different doors and just like fighting through different doors and shit like that. And it's fucking cool.
So,
I hope
but
they
in
do
the
something
movie,
like that.
the movie is like that where they go to our reality.
Yeah.
Okay, I was concerned. I was wondering. why
Well,
that was-
they go into different versions of our reality. It's weird. It's super weird.
okay, thank you. Okay, continue, Logan.
But yes, I want to see that movie.
Dark Tower's in August. I didn't watch the trailer. I mean, I'm not gonna go see that just because.
I think it looks cool, but
I'm sure. I mean, Stephen King's
Like I
happy
said,
with the way it looks.
I think-
I'm sure if that dude's happy with it, and he's.
I think he said that like it's not. He basically said it wasn't the book. Like it's not going to. It's
But
based
he's like
off the
very
book.
much behind it at the same time.
Yeah.
Like he's been a
Yeah.
consultant on the movie.
He's
and,
like, hey, it looks good.
And there's going to be a
Not
TV
the
show.
book, though.
well, I mean, this isn't in my list here that I'm looking at, but like it looks really good too. Like
It does look good.
It just looks fun. I think it looks like a fun.
Did Max die? What happened to Max?
I'm here.
No, he's there.
What do you think about it?
And then so
Oh, I didn't realize you were saying it as in the title of the movie. Yeah, it looks good.
and then that's about it. There's according to this list I'm looking at, there's a new Friday the 13th movie coming out this year. I
Yeah,
had
there
no
is.
idea about
Boo.
that. They haven't released any information about it though, really yet.
And
Yeah.
then
Justice
Thor, Star Wars, and
Thor's-
Justice League.
It's
Justice
Thor,
League.
Justice League, and Star Wars. Yeah. So Thor looks great. I mean, that'll be a fun movie. Justice League, we've talked about. I don't know. Like,
I want it to be good, Logan.
dude,
I
like
want it to be
you and
good.
me and Michael. I'm sure this is a movie we have all collectively wanted to see since we were like under the age of 10. Like, if you could go back and tell
Yes.
when I was like 7 or 8 that they were going to make a Justice League movie one day, I would lose my
With Ben
mind.
Affleck.
And now
You know what?
that it is coming out, I could not be less excited for this movie. Like, I
Yeah,
just
I
seriously,
don't know.
I am
I think you
so
could.
convinced it's going to fail.
I think you could be less excited.
I think if Justice League
No,
fails,
like-
the
like, I
DC
seriously
universe is
could
done.
not be less excited for this movie.
You know the problem though, Michael? It's not going to fail commercially.
Yeah,
It
true.
will
That's the
do-
problem. It's
It
not
will
going
do
to fail.
incredible
Because we all have to go.
worldwide.
We have to all go see it. And
No,
judge
we
it.
don't.
Yes, we
You
do.
can wait for the reviews, and then the reviews will tell you that it's garbage, and then you don't give Zack Snyder any money.
Wrong. I have to go see this. I just
I
told
have
you
to-
I've been waiting 15 or 20 years for this
And
movie.
you are a part of the
I have to go-
problem.
That's
then.
not a problem. I have to go. They made the movie that I wanted to, but I
No,
have
you're
to
a part of
go.
the problem then.
Like, it's gonna be like going to a funeral, though.
Man,
I feel like-
I hate that EA puts out $50 season passes for every one of their video games. Here,
it's
let me
like
buy $50
$9.
season
Give me a
passes.
freaking break.
I love it.
I'm
I
just
love
saying,
it.
you're a
I love
feeding
your rationale.
machine.
I'm gonna say that most games have $50 season passes nowadays. So
I'm just.
Hold on. Let's take a step back and remember that literally 5 minutes ago, Max vouched for the Amazing Spider-Man franchise. So there's that.
Emma Stone's
So
in
there's
it.
that.
10 out of 10. Would
Dude,
watch again.
when she just snapped her back, dude, that was
I died.
fucking raw. Let me tell you.
Gets me every time.
Wait, hold on. Did you know that was coming, Max?
Yeah.
You did?
Okay. Okay. Good.
So you were
I know Gwen.
aware of
dude.
that?
I have a good
Yeah,
story
go,
about that.
he snaps her ankle in the comic book. Like he goes to save her, grab her ankle, and the jolt
No, she snaps her
neck.
neck. She snaps her neck.
No,
Yeah.
she still snaps her neck.
Well,
She
you know,
snaps her
that's what
neck
I'm saying. But
against
he tries to save her by grabbing her ankle. In this movie, he shoots a web hand and tries to grab her.
I forgot that happens.
It's true. It totally happens.
But Emma
Uh,
Stone's amazing.
There's a point when in the theater I saw that movie, right? I'm like, oh dude, this is it. She's gonna fucking die, right? and like that happens, and she like totally like it snaps her back, or she hits her head, or whatever. The combination
she hits
of
her
the
head
two.
in this. Yeah, in the movie, she did the.
And like
totally hits the floor.
the people behind me are like, dude, she's not dead. I'm like, cut the funeral scene. They're like, God damn it. They were so disappointed.
It was like that was so weird for me to see, like growing up with Spider-Man comics my entire life, and like seeing that actually like come to fruition on
I
screen. Like,
know.
I don't think those movies are good.
I like the first one.
The first one's pretty good. The second one, there's just too much going on,
It's
Yeah.
the Spider-Man 3 problem, just in Spider-Man 2.
and the way she
Agreed.
dies is like totally lame because that version of a Green Goblin is so bad.
Yeah,
But
it's pretty bad.
seeing her die, it was like it messed with something with me internally that I had been carrying with me.
Don't
from
worry,
reading
it's
those comics
natural
forever.
if you watch Emma Stone die on screen to feel upset.
Her name's Gwen Stacy, not Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
No one
It's not
cares
Emma
about
Stone.
Emma Stone.
I care about Gwen Stacy more than
Yeah.
Emma Stone.
Emma
She
Stone
just-
for the
she
win.
just-
R-
she is that
R.I.P.
character.
R.I.P.
Mario, take us out.
Well, that was our show. We are the Model Citizens, and I hope you enjoyed everything that we had to say. Please follow us on our website at modelcitizensmedia.com. You can also check out our other shows, such as Millennial Gaming Speak. You can also check out Beneath the Pixel.
Behind
That's
the
right.
pixel.
God, people are going to search Beneath the Pixel, man, and they're not going to find our show.
That means
You
somebody
can-
has to listen to this show though first. So there's that.
Oh.
God.
You can find Max at Behind the Pixel, which he does fantastic work. I love his interviews. I'm very excited for his next one, so definitely stay tuned.
Yeah, I can't wait for Beneath the Pixel.
I know it's
You
fantastic.
guys are the worst.
And then, of course, we can't forget our music podcasts that these two lovely boys do. Reeling in the Years. No, that's
Okay.
not a movie podcast. That's
Okay,
a
hold
music
on.
podcast.
Hold on. I gotta say something real quick about Reeling in the Years.
Yes, go
We
ahead.
know we've been on hiatus. We promise we will record a new episode.
I'm gonna tweet something out about it later.
Yeah, we've been talking about the show recently, and we want to do some things. So we're meeting tomorrow, I think, and talking about
They've,
not just
they've
that, but
recently
like a few other
discovered
things
that
too.
they hate music, and they're canceling the show.
No. Beneath the Pixel will still live on, and so will Reeling in the Years.
Jeez.
So
It's the worst.
we have a few things that we have to talk about and discuss about the
Behind.
show. So
You guys finally
Pixel.
decided to just move away from music and go to movies, right?
I mean, that's what we did with this episode.
yeah,
There you go.
I think we've covered all movies for the next 8 months or so, 6 months.
I actually had an idea for a show we'll probably do one time.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about that. So you can also find us at Model Pods on Twitter. We do have a YouTube channel that is Model Citizen. Is it Model Citizens Media on YouTube or Model Citizen Show?
We don't
Awesome.
have. It's Model Citizens Media on YouTube.
Yeah, you can.
Awesome.
You search Model Systems Media on YouTube, and it's the channel that pops up.
And hey, go there, watch your videos, watch your faces live, listen to our audios at iTunes, Google Play Store, Stitcher. I'm sure on SoundCloud. I think one of our shows is it's
Millennial
Millennial
Gaming
Speak
Millennial
is.
Gaming Speak is.
Yes. So definitely just search for us, share with your friends, share with your mothers. Mother's Day is just around the corner. I'm sure she wants to listen to four baboons talk about poop for a couple hours. So this is the show you should be sharing.
Michael died.
If,
He just messaged
Michael-
us and said his computer died. So he can't-
no, but where can we find him on Twitter?
He's at
Ah.
super_ruse.
Okay, and where can we find Logan at?
I'm at Moreman12.
Okay, and Max.
At Max the White.
Okay, and you can find me at that Mario Rivera, where I talk about wanting to be the Spice Girls. That's what I do on Twitter.
You do.
Wait, is Michael coming
And-
back?
Is,
No,
he,
I
is
think
he
he's
back on
gone.
the?
I think he's
I
gone.
think it's just his ghost.
He's just got
Okay.
his Force Ghost is with us.
Okay. Oh.
Was he digitally mapped in so it would match with all the prequel movies, or is it their OG?
Don't even remind me of that.
I don't know. I hope he has a samurai haircut again. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. If you're watching, thank you for enjoying us. And I think we're out.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.